Our awesome spotlight speaker for today is a licensed massage therapist. He does table and chair massages at your place or at his place. He does deep tissue massages, medical, sports, pregnancy, healing touch, scar tissue, or Swedish massage. Please welcome our guest for today, Mr. Eric Olson.
Hello. I guess I get the spotlight today. You guys get to hear all about making somebody feel better, making somebody's body work with them instead of against them. How many people have you known that try to do sports, go walking, do running, and it's like everything just hurts. It's not worth it, is what they say. And it's because certain fibers in their body are just too tight. They're locking up. They're making it to where they're fighting their own body to do what they want to do. So I go in and I loosen these bodies up. I stretch those tissues out. I get them basically creating circulation in the body. I've been trained, basically started in 2012, but I was actually trained 35 years ago by a physical therapist. And I've had physical therapists that I've worked on since then, and they're going, this is way beyond what even a physical therapist was taught before. So I end up doing stuff that is just unbelievable. I had the car crash in 2014, so I lost a bunch of my strength. So I had to figure out how to get the bodies to work the best way. Believe it or not, I still drop people off the table, but they don't hit the ground. How about that? So I literally put their legs into a figure four, and I literally drop them to where their head almost hits the floor. But it stretches their back out, getting their body to stretch out gently, instead of like a chiropractor just nailing you, popping you, all this. I actually can get joints to pop. And I've talked to chiropractors and even the medical association, and they said that's fine as long as you're not thrusting. I loosen the muscles up and everything goes back into place just fine. So those are the types of things I can do. I can do Swedish massage if you want. I just find it really boring. I like figuring out what somebody's problem is. I'll go into what they're saying, but then I look at all the muscles, all the combinations, and figure out what's really tight, what's really causing that problem. Where you have pain is not necessarily where the tight muscles are. That's just where it ends, where it attaches. I tell people with long hair, look at Shirley's hair. You know, I'll take that hair and I'll just pull the hair like this. I say, do you feel that? And they go, no. And I'll pull really hard on that hair and they'll be like, ouch. Well, of course it hurts. Where did it hurt? Well, back here. I said, that's not where the problem is. It's just where you feel it. And that's the same thing with muscle pain. You feel it where it attaches, but it could be anywhere down the muscle that it's actually having the problem. Or even another muscle laying over the other muscle. Sometimes I found 3 to 5 combinations of muscles laying over each other. And I had to work on 5 generations out to be able to get that one muscle to actually let go. So those are the types of things I do. I try to really figure out what the real core of the problem is and get the body working the way it's supposed to. I had a lady yesterday that I worked on. I can't say too much in case people know of her, but she has a rod in her back and spina bifida, all this. Well, she was saying that she can't do a sit-up. She's really athletic, but she has to use her arms to be able to get up. I actually worked on her stomach. She said, no, it's in the back of my legs. It's in the back of my neck. I said, okay, let's look at this, this, and this, and found out it was her stomach. Her stomach was acting like a basketball to where she couldn't sit up. It was rock hard. So I turned around and got that loosened up, and she could actually sit up without even using her arms. Think about that. If you know somebody that's having problems like that, moving around, just their bodies, you think it's old age, but it's not. All we've got to do is get that tissue softened up, rehydrate it, get the toxins out, and your body can take care of itself. It's just a matter of getting your body, have circulation, have the toxins out so it can bring the nutrients in, the oxygen in to make you feel better. I do table massages mostly. I do them mostly here at my house. I do go to people's houses. I've got people in South Lake and Flower Mound and all this. Costs quite a bit more for me to go to your place and set my table up. But if that's better for you, that's fine too. I do chair massages. I do healing touch. I was trained, healing touch is like Reiki energy work. I actually worked on 6 nurses when I was in the hospital, and they kept bringing me people with migraines. I'd touch their hands, get their energy going, and just like that, their migraine pain would go away. And they were like, we don't believe this. Oh my God, we're going to bring somebody else in. I'm laying there with 25 breaks over my body, and they keep bringing people in. But in some ways, that helped heal me. It's the weirdest thing. You go out and help somebody, and sometimes you can actually help yourself in the process. It's pretty neat. So with the COVID-19 restrictions, there are a few more. You've got to wear a mask and things like that when you come to the house, because I do work out at my house. And so we've got a lot of standard protocols that to take your temperature, got a face mask, tons of sterilization. I've got light ones, I've got sprays, I've even got a germ machine that sucks the air out of the room and uses UV light and pushes the air back into the room, things like that. You know, you guys have heard this one before, but some of you haven't maybe. I had a veteran, did a 3-hour massage on him. He was in a wheelchair and on a walker. And after 3 hours, he could actually get up and walk around. He said the next 24 hours were pretty bad because all the toxins the VA had been giving him ended up going through him, if you know what I mean. And after that, he said, I feel 10 to 15 years younger. I said, that's awesome. He says, you don't understand. I thought I was going to be wheelchair bound, having to use a walker occasionally. He says, I haven't used my walker. I carry a cane with me just in case, but I haven't had to use it yet. It's really weird. I want another massage. And so I said, great, when do you want one? And he goes, well, how about in a couple of weeks? I said, that sounds great. He says, I got to be at the VA again. I said, hold on, you were just there. And he's like, well, yeah, I didn't want to tell you because I knew then you don't have to have letters and all this from doctors. And he was on liver, problems. And it was like, what are you doing? I said, just get me a letter from the VA and we'll be fine. He says, okay. And he calls me from down there and goes, the doctor won't give me a letter. He said, they're the federal government. They don't answer to the state rules. Like, okay, this is not good. So I called my state and said, down in Austin, and I said, what do I do? And they said, you're not in trouble. He didn't tell you. I said, that's not why I'm calling. They go, why are you calling? He wants another massage. Oh my God, yeah, you need the doctor letter. I said, but this is a guy I've got walking. He's basically said I've changed his life. Told him the whole story, and he goes, this is not normal. This is not a normal massage. Let me go talk. He said he's just the licensing board. And he said, there's still somebody here from the regulatory board. He went and completed my case for me. And he comes back and goes, you don't only have authorization for this one guy. Not only every veteran, but anybody in the state of Texas that needs a massage, even if they're under medical care, you do not need a doctor authorization. You're the first one in the state of Texas to ever get that authorization. So again, I turn around and my massages are completely different. And I listen to people, I figure out what their problem is, and I make it better. I turn around and soften the tissue, and really it's the body that's doing the work. I'm just increasing the circulation, getting the body working the way it should. So again, I've done breast cancer survivors. I had one lady that had breast cancer, and luckily I had a letter from Texas Oncology, because I wanted to get that reference letter, because she was literally had radiation, and the radiation machine splattered is what they called it, and it melted tissue after her breast surgery. Yeah. Basically, not to be too weird, but where her nipple would be was up in her armpit. And they're like, they want to put a new nipple and areola on her. And she's like, you're not putting one on until this comes back down. I don't want to. And so basically, I ended up working on that for a month or two, and we actually got it quite a ways down. So making a huge difference. She's like, you're the only one that has gotten this to move. I've been to tons of doctors, specialists. Nobody could get this to move. Everybody just wanted to do surgery. So again, before somebody goes and does hip surgery, shoulder surgery, breast surgery, everything, have them give me a call. Let's see if we can get the body to take care of itself. That's the thing. The desired customers I have can be really in all industries. Basically people in pain, people that are starting to work out, or the people that tried the New Year's resolution, I'm going to go get in shape, and now they're hurting a whole bunch. Have them give me a call, and I can turn around and soften them up and make it to where they can keep working out. People that are just tired at the end of the day. I had one client that said by the time she got up in the morning, took a shower, did her hair, did her makeup, got the kids ready for school, got them out the door, got herself dressed, she was ready to go back to bed. She'd already used up all of her energy for the whole day, literally burned out. And then she had to deal with it, everybody when they came home from school, and doing the dinners and the dishes and cleaning the house and all this stuff. And then her husband on top of that. And it was like, this is ridiculous. I got my massage through her, and she ended up saying she has energy at the end of the day now. Her husband and her are actually going out. And oh, by the way, she said he loves it. I'm like, okay. Because she's got energy. So it changes people's lives. So again, anybody like that, please send them my way and see if I can help them out.